Welcome to the Dawg Chug. Ross, Jessica, how's it going tonight?
It's good, Andy. How are you doing?
I am so good. Quick programming note. As you may have noticed, Jessica is joining the show tonight. Um, we had smashing success last week. I hope everyone tuned in when the girls took over. Jessica and Cherry did such an amazing job. The ratings were through the roof that Ross and I realized we need to get a girl on full time. So Jessica will be now joining the show. Unfortunately, we had to send Roger out to pasture. So
Wait, so this is the first time I'm hearing of this. What is this? Just like a corporate decision? Is this?
yeah.
How's Roger doing?
I didn't tell him. I just didn't send him the link.
Shit. Yeah, this is like a typical like corporate layoff. You just say, "Well, your email's inactive and you're out of here."
Turn off his badge.
I could not have the conversation telling him like the Dawg Chug means more to him than anything. But he had to go, so we just won't send him the link. He doesn't know how to get in here.
I just really appreciate the opportunity to do this full time.
Jessica, you're going to be such an improvement over Roger. He was always falling asleep. He can't read.
It just wasn't here.
Did you notify Network 216 before the show?
No, I forgot to do that too.
Oh shit! Like they got like taxes and shit. Like they're legit.
Jess, you might have to send like $42.
Oh,
but anyway.
Well, I guess he just won't buy Ahmed's shirt this month.
You can put it on the resale market.
But yeah, I hope Roger's doing okay. But hey, we got to do what we got to do to keep this show great. So
absolutely,
there we are.
Awesome. So should I tell like a story about something in the past that droned on for a while, or
when you were growing up in the mean streets of Cleveland, Jessica?
That's
what
right.
happened?
When I lived on the east side and went to St. Ed's, I was on the football team and all.
MC Lawrence is going to
I should tear those guys up.
Our 10 p.m. start time because us old fellers can't hang. Well, MC, you're on here for a little bit, so give us your best anti-Kevin Stefanski take. I'm sure we would appreciate that if you're still with us. Sorry, Jessica.
I might have already fell asleep.
You might have already fallen asleep. Continue your story about St. Have you ever seen another plumber in a ditch dead?
No, I can't say that I have. But I'm sure it'd be a good story about it.
Have you ever seen a dead person in a ditch in one of your video games? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think I maybe have seen one in a video game.
Wow. Hey, are you watching The Last of Us?
No, nor have I cut off any of my fingers in a rare plumbing accident.
Well, you should check out The Last of Us. It's awesome. 2 episodes in. It's great. It's a video game show, so I thought you might be hip to it, but
no. Haven't watched that one.
Well, so how was doing the show last week? Was it fun?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Sherry and I actually got the work done, the pre-show work done sooner than like 5 minutes before the show. I think Ross was excited. He got his top 10 list and all the things we needed to have graphics for, before we actually started doing this. So it was pretty cool. I enjoyed working with Sherry. It was good.
Sorry, this just in. Roger apparently is in the chat and he is not happy. WTF. Oof.
Oh crap! He's on that delay. You know that.
Well, you couldn't hear the first 10 minutes of the show, so.
Oh, he's calling us commies. At least he's not calling us. Oh, there it is.
I know.
Nonsense.
Oh, there it is.
And he knows where I live. This is not good.
Oh shit! He's going to Network 440.
Oh my gosh! I've never seen so many comments on the show before when I'm not making them.
He is mad at you, Jessica.
I don't know. I think that's a compliment.
He got mad at. He thought Ed was lame when he didn't get the joke about when we fired Ross. Now he's mad at you.
Oh shit! He's got a good point. Who's gonna sip now?
The
It's
dog.
gonna
I
be
can sip.
It's just gonna be spit and
Can't
chug.
be that tough. Can't be that tough to sip, right?
No.
he
And
is
just be middle of the road on everything, like your damn Switzerland. Not being able to make a decision. Just be peaceful the whole time.
so he is saying he's going to start the dog sip. Well,
You know what? Now that he's kind of feisty, I kind of want him on the show.
I know.
I've never seen
Where's
feisty Roger.
Where's that
I've just
energy
seen-
been for a year and a half?
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you, Ross. Let's bring Roger back on the show.
Maybe he needs a
Roger,
few
what's
years to
going
calm
on?
down.
What the hell? You're a regular riot, Jessica. Don't chop off your fingers. You know, no. Oh, yeah, you're right. You know what? Network 440. Here comes the dog sip. Me and I. You know what? I'll get Elfman, and we'll tell stories for an hour and a half about 1978 Cleveland. How about that?
What
Then
else
you
we
know
do?
what?
Talk about how Nick Chubb is good and how Myles Garrett is good.
That's right. And we're gonna have Looney Tunes shit all over the screen.
Well, you do have the shirt for it.
We get like 5 people that tune in regularly with Dawg Chug.
I guess Roger wouldn't be the only one sleeping through the show then, huh?
And you know, it hurt my heart. It hurt my heart when I didn't get the link.
Wait, what was the if you guys had a guess, the Elf Man and Roger podcast, what would be the name of it?
I think we had
Snooze Chug?
It would be called the Browns Retweet.
well, that was fun, Roger. Obviously, you are still part of the Dawg Chug. The Dawg Chug couldn't exist without you. We were just having some fun because
You know what was the best part is when Ross presented this idea today, it was not a question who would get fired first. It wasn't even a question. They started writing dialogue. I said, Jessica, I said, hey, could you come on the opening? One of us, probably me, is going to get fired, and you're going to get the co-host.
I knew my job was safe because I produced the ladies' night. So
It was automatic. Man.
Yeah, it was like 3:30. He's like, hey, what are you doing?
3 friends and a stranger. 3 friends and a stranger I am.
So Roger, how are you doing?
God, it's the end of January. I don't get another paid day off until Memorial Day. So, Andy, it's just we're plugging along over here.
No President's Day?
You might think about working for a bank like I do. You get days off all the time.
Yeah, I don't have another paid. Man, when you're in construction, after New Year's, you get those couple of days, and you don't get another paid day off until the end of May. So we're into dog days right now.
Well,
yeah.
What do you think?
Andy, I'm thinking about the weather outside. And today it was like beautiful yesterday. Today blizzard hit, then it's beautiful again. And I'm thinking, what kind of jacket? I need a coat. I need something. And we come on here and I see this. Tell us, look at that thing.
Look at that. That's a Browns jacket. It's awesome. I'm getting compliments all over. I really recommend you go on to Homage and you plunk down some cash and get this nice guy. There's like 3 different colors. They're amazing. It's a new me. And now, Jerry, how'd it go? How did you do? How many antacids?
Oh, you're muted. It's like a Zoom call at work. You're muted. Sherry.
Sorry. It was dog related. I enjoyed the spontaneity, like thinking on your toes. And so I'm going to give you a 3.
Nice. Okay.
3.
Fair.
Because
I've already spilled like 4 beers on this jacket and it just rolls right off. It's awesome.
you could clean it with a squeegee, I heard.
Yeah. It's a very cool jacket.
Hey, I tanked the opening so Andy didn't get a 0 again. I tried to bring the ad down a little bit so that he got like 3 or 4.
Use of Roger adds on antacids.
You mean the king of segways?
I took a dive.
Well, I just wanted to
Took a
say
chance.
thank
It's all
you,
good.
Sherry and Jessica, for filling in last week. It was so fun having a girls takeover episode of the Dawg Chug. We need to do that again. We need more women Cleveland podcasts. We love it.
Maybe we'll make our own Browns podcast because I hear there aren't very many of them around.
There's only like
Please don't do that.
1,000.
If you guys did that, I think you'd have less attention to watch our dumb show, and you're like half our audience. So.
yeah, we're a beer podcast.
I ain't got time for that.
So we happen to talk about Cleveland sports.
Hey, I'm here. I'm like
I think the Dawg Chug should just start spinning off podcasts. These two will go off, and we can have our Dawg Chug network, and we'll just bring them on here, get them ready, and send them out.
Are you
should
saying
let,
we should compete with Network 2 and 6 and start our own network?
I didn't say that.
We could do Network 918. It would just
All right.
be me.
If
But,
we
you know.
start the Dawg Chug network, what is your take on using the word Nazi?
To me?
I'm asking Roger.
Oh, within the, I think it's free. I think it's fair game.
All right. Well, if we start the Dawg Chug network, there will be a lot more Nazi mentions.
As long as you're not encouraging people to become Nazis.
Yeah, that's frowned upon.
Yeah.
Nazis. Let's be very
What a
clear.
snowball that turned into.
That's why
Someone's
we're
going to clip that and make you sound like a terrible person.
we're not very big fans of Diaz.
It's actually Roger's forbidden to say anything about the owners of the Browns.
Right here's
anymore
the
with Dawg
top
Chug.
10 card. Right there.
All right. Well, that was fun. Thank you, girls, for doing an awesome job filling in. That was a lot of
No
fun.
problem.
By
Thanks
the
for
way,
letting
I
us do it.
definitely to chug. I think I'm chugging that DC is Marvel is
No,
better than
Marvel.
DC. It's the easy one.
Far superior is, I think, what the actual thing was.
Yes. So thank you for doing that. We can't wait to do it again. Next time we do a girls only show, we gotta have Colin fill in. He's a girl. So I don't know if you know Colin there, but he's a great guy. Great girl. Anyway, let's go on to the Dawg Chug update. And since we're gonna have a lot of screens, we're gonna say goodbye to Sherry and Jess for now.
Thank you, Jessica. Good night.
Bye.
You know,
Good night.
Thanks, girls.
All right. And now we're going to go to the Dawg Chug update, which is where we inform our audience of all the NFL news and what's going on out there.
We got to get a Dawg Chug update jingle. I got to find some sound bites.
Whoa. Excuse me.
Maybe that'll be the Dawg Chug update
last
jingle.
week.
It'll be him burping.
You did not hear gross burps on last week's Dawg Chug. That's the beauty of having.
That's
gross-
what was missing.
All right. I think I'm going to get us started here. All right. So, in a surprise move, underperforming special teams coordinator Mike Prefer was not fired. And asked why Joe Woods was shit canned, but similarly awful, Prefer was retained. Kevin Stefanski said, when we looked at the special teams unit and how it progressed during the season, we just decided, just kidding. The only teams that give a shit about who coaches their special teams are the gay ones. Ooh, Kevin, that's not cool.
New defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz was asked about filling out the assistant coaches, and he deferred to the head coach Kevin Stefanski, immediately creating 18,000 Twitter fans to speculate that Stefanski will not allow him to hire the guys he wants, handcuffing Schwartz from being successful. Can they hurry up and make weed legal in Ohio already? You guys do realize he voluntarily took the job, right?
Seriously.
For the second year in a row, the Cincinnati Bengals are playing in the AFC Championship game and are currently favored to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs and advance to their second Super Bowl. Hey, Andy and Roger, great job ignoring me when I suggested we pivot this podcast to the Bengals instead of continuing to root for this shitty-ass team. You guys are managing this podcast almost as well as Sock Fansky. We should change this to the Skyline Chug.
Yeah. Fuck you, Ross. This is a Browns podcast, and that's why we drink.
Skyline Chili rules.
Get a Burrow jersey.
All right. The sky seemed to be falling when best in the business offensive line coach Bill Callahan was being considered for multiple offensive coordinator gigs, and Browns fans perked up on Twitter, drafting their tweets of our eventual demise. Unfortunately, instead of losing the one great coach we had, he signed a multi-year extension to stay with the Cleveland Browns, sending the Twitter trolls scrambling to find something else to whine and bitch about.
This is you, Ross.
Oh, I know it's me.
Yeah.
I was just letting the laugh track kick in that you don't hear. Jim Schwartz, yet again, during his press conference after being named defensive coordinator, said accountability will be the biggest part of our secret sauce. Wrong answer, pal. Just keep my O for fuck's sakes down to like 5 or 6 times a game, and we'll be good.
So true. So true.
That was a
Now we have a top 10 by Roger.
great. You know what? We should bring Sherry in to judge our update readings. I think I did well tonight. I've been practicing.
Sherry, how did Roger do?
I didn't pay attention to what was going on.
She didn't even.
I just heard you guys ramble. I'm like reading stuff on my phone.
Well, here, why don't you tell us how he does reading his top 10 then?
Okay. I'll pay attention. Focused.
Oh, great. You know, Andy, if you've been on Twitter this week, there's a lot of Cleveland Browns fans that are just Bengal nuts right now. They love the Bengals. They're rooting for them. I find it despicable. But I'm not going to tell. I also don't like people tell people how to fan. So I kind of ride the middle and make fun of both of them. So tonight, our top 10 is the top 10 signs you're a Joe Burrow fanboy. These are the top 10 signs that you're a Joe Burrow fanboy. Here we go. Number 10. You bought a Joe Burrow jersey for game days. That's, Number 9. You bought another Joe Burrow jersey to sleep in. Number 8. You changed your Twitter at to Joey fanboy, heart emoji, eggplant emoji.
I already had that, because I love Surya.
Number 7. You have the same barber as Burrow, and you offered $100 for a lock of Joey's hair.
Ooh, that's
It's creepy. Number 6. You dream of kidnapping Joey and his hoochie girlfriend Olivia's miniature golden doodle named Bo, and then becoming his BFF after leading the rescue search.
Okay, this is like a top 10 Joe Burrow stalker thing.
Number 5. You start dressing like a pimp. Number 4. You hate when he talks to that bitch Tracy Wolfson on the sidelines. Number 3. Your autographed photo of Josh Allen seems so juvenile now. Number 2. You made a video of Burrow highlights with Ed Sheeran's Perfect as the background music. And the number 1 sign, you're a Joe Burrow fanboy. You tweet out, I wish Joe Burrow was on the Browns.
Ooh.
Sick burn.
You just called Surya a Joe Burrow fanboy.
I seen him do a top 5 or a top 8 one time, and I was like, hey, stay in your lane, yacht boy. You don't see me out in Lake Erie in a rubber raft naked eating SpaghettiOs, man. Stay in your lane.
That'll be on the new network.
Laugh, which is
I love Sir Yacht. I love him. He's so entertaining. If you make the top 10, that's an honor. Be honoring somebody if you're in the top 10.
nice. Well done. That was amazing. And that is the Dawg Chug update. Now, Sherry, you gotta give him a grade.
I'm gonna give him a 1 because the song that he mentioned, he probably never heard it before.
I didn't know who the fuck Joe Sheehan is. But the only reason I know who he is because of that movie Yesterday. I love that movie.
You know what? I'm giving him 1 too because I secretly think that top 10 was everything that Roger is doing.
Yeah, for real.
He's the guy that's like, this is how much I love Joe Burrow. It was oddly specific.
It was a personal. I got the dog over here in a cage. I will take your dog. He needs company.
My hand right now is typing a alert to the FBI because I'm very worried.
Roger
boy.
first in Kentucky.
You know what? I'm going to take the 1 and run with it because she's tight with the grades, man. I'm going to take the 1 and run with it.
All right.
Fair.
Well, that was amazing. And Gary, since you are the talent booker of the Dawg Chug, why don't you set up our feature guests that you helped book tonight?
Okay. Not only did he ask Ross, I believe.
Yeah,
He forwarded him. Once he got him, you stay in your lane, Ross. Please welcome one of my favorite fantasy football team guys, league, Josh, who is in the great state of California.
All right. That was amazingly done. Welcome to the Dawg Chug, Josh.
Josh.
What's up, guys? Pleasure.
Have you ever heard an intro that good? Like,
I know that
So-
sounded pretty like halfway excited, halfway sad. Then you know what I mean?
how many antacid would you give that? A 0 being the best, 10 being the worst.
Oh man, I
That's
don't know,
my
Sherry.
goal.
Come on, hype man. Are you Sherry? Come on, Sherry.
I haven't had enough caffeine yet.
Man, but I'll definitely chug a beer with you guys. Cheers, guys. Pleasure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
right on.
Oh man, look at that.
That's a great
I got
mug.
mug. Yeah,
All right.
I got mug envy.
Oh, you need it. You need it.
Well,
My Victory Monday cup. You know what I mean? But we'll find something else.
since you just chugged a beer, that means you automatically have to come back and do another show because I love when people chug on here.
Man, that's what we're here for, to drink beers and talk some Browns. Let's go.
Oh yeah, Jessica was drinking water, by the way. What the hell was that? Okay, so you are in California. Is that what
We're
we're
here in LA, man.
Wow, and you're a Browns fan.
Man, dude, it's crazy how like my dad came from Ashtabula, and they came over here in the '80s. You know what I mean? So he's always been the random ass Browns fan right here in LA. You know, so it's hard not to spot what's out here. But you know, it was crazy seeing all these years. You know, like the more and more Browns fans that are coming out here in LA, just because you know we are getting more a little bit relevant. It's either good or bad. You know, but if we're talking about the Browns, it's all good for me. You know what I mean?
Is there really? I keep hearing about how there's like no Chargers or Rams fans in LA. Is that true?
Well, honestly, ever since the move for the Chargers, because I actually grew up going to the San Diego Stadium all the time, you know, so that's what we look forward to growing up all those years, going down, going to Old Town, taking the tram all the way to the San Diego Stadium. So it was a treat having that. But honestly, right here in LA, where the Rams are, there's no Charger fans at all. You know what I mean? I guarantee if you go to a Chargers game, it's not even close to like 25% of Charger fans. Well, they just want to make the drive to LA. You know, LA's a shitty ass town. Traffic is horrible. You know what I mean? So I understand.
It's hard for us because, you know, Cleveland's in our backyard, so we have to continue rooting. But is there ever a point you decided to give up on this shitty team?
Oh, never, man. I can tell you a good story. So, you know, when we went 0-16 that season, there was a playoff game right here in LA, and I took my pops to the Rams versus Falcons. And we talked to each other. We sat in the car, we had a beer, and we talked to each other straight up. And I was like, he was like, Dad. I was like, so we're wearing Browns jerseys. We're walking to the stadium. So it's either we're getting our ass kicked or people are going to actually respect of us for wearing our gear. And believe it or not, walking into LA Stadium, people were actually giving us more respect just for showing up in our Browns gear. You know what I mean? So it was all a surprise, but never give up my team. You know what I mean? No matter win or lose. I asked my dad all about the 80s, what he went through, so it's probably much worse than we're going through right now, you know?
All right. Hey, do you got family back in Ashtabula? Like Browns fans? You got family back here?
We have a couple. Our family kind of split up from Ohio, from the roots and stuff like that, from Ashtabula. So my grandma pretty much just left right in the 80s, just took her and my dad right here to California, just them two, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Have you been to a game in Cleveland?
Oh, yeah, man. We were there 2018 for the Browns versus Browns versus Panthers. We're right there next to the dog pound where, you know, Christian McCaffrey caught that first touchdown pass right there in front of us. And the Browns came back and they threw that beautiful pass to Landry. That was right in front of us, too. So that was freaking amazing. But me and my family go once a year to Cleveland. You know, I love the motherland. You know, I love how small it is. I love how the Jake is right there across the street. I'm also a big Indians fan, you know what I mean? So growing up in the 90s, like, it was the best time of the year just for Indians baseball and just loving the Browns, you know?
Is it easy to watch the Indians game in LA?
It's just that I'm the only one that's watching the Guardians game, you know? I have to go to a nice little Browns backer bar to enjoy some good company, but it's usually just me and by myself.
That sounds awesome. I love Browns Packers bars. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I found one right here. There's one right here in Hollywood. It's called Hollywood Browns Packers Bar right there at St. Felix. Oh man, it's so creative.
Wow.
Baker Mayfield's wife's family was actually there the same time as us when we're for one of those first games he played in, actually. So it was a pretty good treat to actually meet him.
Did you use any of Roger's tips on how to stalk Joe Burrow against Emily Mayfield?
Oh man, dude, that's something else. But I don't know. I'm not a. Oh man, I hate Burrow. I hate the Bengals no matter what. So I'll never cheer them on.
So I was pretty spot on then, huh?
Oh, definitely.
All right, good.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're going to play a little game called Spit Sip Chug. I'm going to read a statement. If you strongly agree, you're going to chug out of that awesome mug you've got.
All right.
If you are more tepid, you're going to sip. And if you strongly disagree, you're going to spit.
All right.
Here we go. So it's called Spit Sip Chug. The first statement on Spit Sip Chug. Jim Schwartz will have the Browns defense a top 15 unit in 2023. And Roger, we're going to start with you. So sip away.
Oof. You know, I wanna chug on this so badly, but I'm gonna sip. I'm gonna open the game with sip.
What?
I see him between 15 and 20 his first year. You know, I don't think he's gonna get all the personnel and everything going the way he wants it. I think the linebackers are undersized for his defense. I think he's gonna take some time, but I think he's gonna have us in the top 20. I don't know about the top 15 in the first year. I hope that we're between 10 and 15, but that's wishful, I think.
All right. Sherry.
I'm gonna chug. I'm coming in hot on this one. I think he's gonna gain the respect of the locker room, and they're gonna play hard for him. So I think, why not, right? So I'm chugging on that one.
All right. Josh.
All right.
I'm jumping with Sherry on that one. I'm going for a big chug right here.
Nice. You can come back
Honestly,
on the any week.
Honestly, Schwartz, like what he's done with the Eagles, with the Saints, he's gonna bring that same energy right to us. He's gonna bring those defensive tackles and defense in to this defense, and he's gonna shut these fools down. I swear. That's the only thing we're missing is that Myles Garrett needs some help, and then once he does, it's gonna be over for us. And then no more deep balls given up in that cover 2 zone. I'm over that shit. No more cover 2.
All right, Ross.
I'm going to chug on this one. Yeah, will he get top 10? I don't know, but top 15, I think that's totally attainable. He's got a roster that's familiar with at least the head coach and everything we do. We're getting rid of Clowney, so that's a good thing because obviously he didn't give a shit. So there's no way we don't get better. It's the same crew,
halfway in, halfway out.
same coaching staff. Let's ride.
Oh, no, don't be saying that shit. No, don't that Bronco shit. I'm not saying that. But 2 teams I hate is the Broncos and the Bengals, dude. That's it.
Andy had a great press conference, and you know how press conferences go. When you do a good press conference, it means we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Well said, Ross.
You almost said let's ride. You almost fucking said it. You don't fucking lie. You almost fucking said it.
Josh, can you take over for Roger?
Oh, man, dude.
Are you busy on Wednesday nights? I'll step aside. You're doing a great job.
Keep it going, dude. Just keep it going.
All right. Yeah, for me, the Browns defense, I think, has the personnel. Obviously, our defensive tackles were weak. And like Ross pointed out, Clowney didn't really give a shit or whatever was going on with him. So I think the personnel is fine. They'll be able to fix it. So I believe this was more of a coaching thing, and Joe Woods just wasn't the guy. I think Schwartz will be the guy. So we should be an above average defense. So I am chugging on this.
Whoa. He don't mess around. Oh, that's a chug. That's a full beer.
That's
Okay, I apologize for the burp that's about to come. Let's move on to statement number 2. The Browns will make a big move in free agency, and that could be a trade, us moving into the first round, or a big free agency signing. So I apologize. The Browns will make a big move in the offseason. That's what I meant to say. Sherry, we're going to start with you.
I'm gonna Roger on this one. Usually it happens, but I'm not sure what we got going that we could trade or anything. Cautiously optimistic. They haven't disappointed yet in the offseason.
Yeah, they do always have a pretty exciting offseason. But you're sipping.
Yes.
Josh.
Oh, I'm always the big gambler, so I'm definitely chugging, guys. The last 3 years, the Browns been going all in all the time. So I say, why not? We're going to upload the defense. We're not going to have Kareem Hunt, which is sad, you know what I mean? He is born and raised right there in Cleveland. He brings a nice dog mentality as running backs, but You know, fortunately, we can't pay him, so we better use that to our advantage. Bring another receiver. I feel like we need 3. We don't need 2. We need 3 guys. Peoples Jones, we got Cooper, and I feel like we need one more. Just one more nice little slot guy that can do all the fast stuff and just break it open for us. We have to.
Nice. And Josh, Eric wanted to say a special message to you. Who day?
Oh, hell no, dude. I'm gonna lock that tiger in the cage. How about that?
That is the West 3rd and Summit tailgate, Top Dog tailgate, Eric Barr.
I'm gonna lock that tiger in the cage, boy.
But he's a Browns fan. Don't get him wrong.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm still honestly. I saw. I know Sherry. You know Big Will, right? The guy that always dresses up with the shoulder
Big
pads.
Will, yeah.
The Browns, yeah. I actually saw him dress up as a freaking Bengals fan. I was like, what the hell? What are you doing, man? Like,
Yeah.
I met you. You're the first like Browns fan that I met when I met him in the Mooney lot. I met him and his buddies for the first time, and then like now you're wearing a Bengals thing. That fucking hurt me. You know what I mean? A little bit.
Yeah, it's not cool.
I just can't. I just can't, dude. See, Browns fans were loyal. You know what I mean? To the T. You know what I mean? That's the best thing about us. No matter what happens, what we go through, like we're still here. We're here still for the next year. You know what I mean? And watching them display brings us joy. So
Yeah.
no one else can say that.
Joy, grass, tomato, tomato.
I do have to mention I did put $50 on the Bengals and Philadelphia to win the Super Bowl. So that is the extent of my rooting.
Sports betting doesn't count. That's different.
Thank you.
Hey, it's legal over there in Ohio, so I might have to go back to Ohio because they didn't pass the law in LA, so it fucking sucks over here.
Hey man, come to Cleveland.
Yeah, man, I might come back to the motherland. You know what I mean? I'm more accepted over there.
There's less traffic.
Oh, dude, you don't even know like how much I love how downtown everything's so like walking distance. You know what I mean? Like if you're right there in downtown, you have everything right there you need. You don't need to drive around or anything like that. You know. Going to Marbles. Oh, Marbles is bomb ass barbecue. I love that spot.
If you're at a bar and you want to go to another bar completely across town, it's like 2 blocks. It's all.
Pretty much.
Actually, we went to this old bar like in Little Italy. I forgot what it's called, but it was a really nice bar, man. You know what I mean? It's nice and low key, and we all got fucking trashed.
That's all that matters.
Oh, dude, it's kind of getting used to all the weird beers you guys have. You know what I mean? Compared to what we have, but like, you find what you like, you know.
You sound like a Clevelander. I think you need to
Pretty
come.
much. You could just hop on the RTA and
Dude, if you guys could meet my dad, like he is Ohio. He was the most social guy, always represented his team, and he didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So, he would have been 53 right now.
You'd be 53 right now?
Yeah, man. So he passed away in 2018. So,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So that's why we all went to the Browns game, and so this is one of the stories I always tell Sherry. You know, so before the game, I actually snuck onto the field. I jumped the fence. I poured my dad's ashes on the field, and I hopped back over the fence. And like, I can't believe I did that shit because I didn't tell anybody I was gonna do it. I was kind of drunk, and I just did it. You know what I mean? Out of the moment, you know. So it was crazy, and like, now my brother, the dad's ashes will always be at that field. You know what I mean?
that's awesome.
Dude.
What happened? If you don't mind.
He had colon cancer. You know what I mean? And
I'm
he's
sorry.
a very you know what I mean, strong man. You know what I mean? So he didn't really take care of himself. You know what I mean? He kind of just said, I can just I'll brush it off. You know, but it just didn't work out that way. You know?
Right. What I meant was when you jumped over and poured the ashes.
Oh shit! I just did it, dude. I just poured it and I hopped back over. Like it was pregame, you know. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like,
So nothing.
I
Pre-game's
was
like the Wild
yeah,
West.
like, dude, I was so drunk.
could do anything.
because we stuck in the packet tequilas that get you like really trashed. So when I was watching them warm up, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking do it because my dad will fucking want me to do it. So I just ran to the
That's
side of
awesome.
the field, just hopped over, and just did a quick drop in there, and just hopped back over like nothing happened. You know, no one said anything. I walked
All
back to my
over the
seat.
visitors bench.
Oh, dude, it was actually the visitor bench. I didn't think about that. At the time.
Your pops is my age. I'm 53. I'll be 54 in April, and we're a different breed, man.
Yeah,
1980,
man.
we're Cold War kids, man. We're a different breed. Your dad was
Dude, he was a fighter. He was a bar fighter. Like any guy that'll mess with like all his friends, like when they came to the funeral and stuff, like they're all a bunch of tough guys. But I was like, you guys are all pussies. Look at you guys all fucking crying right now. That's what my dad was like right now.
nice, man, nice.
Oh, dude, he was like, he even asked me, like, why are you a Browns fan? I was like, because of you, fool. Like, I watch all the excitement shit you watch, and like, it just brings joy to me. You know what I mean? And like, I don't give a shit if we fucking lose every year, you know, because I don't know, seeing the orange or brown brings me different joy to my house. You know what I mean?
You're my favorite person we've ever had on this stupid show.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate
you're great.
that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Next time you come to Cleveland, let me know.
Oh, definitely,
We're
dude.
gonna throw a Josh party
A Josh party? I don't know. About, how about I just have a Browns party? And
There'll be a tailgate waiting for you.
and a birthday
dude.
cake.
The Browns play here in LA too, so you can come here next and visit me, you know. But I'm definitely gonna come out there for.
Can't afford those
Bingo-
plane tickets.
Yeah, I know it kind of sucks, but I'm going there for the Bengals game for sure. And then let me see what else game. I want to go there for the opening weekend for sure.
Nice. All right. Eric now has said that's a great story. He also
Great
said,
story.
"Kids
Yeah.
today are soft. I wouldn't mess with Rogers," what he meant to say. And Roger complimented. He said that was a good top 10.
Whoa.
Eric, thank you, man. You're my favorite.
Good thing we didn't fire him.
You want to come? You can come on anytime, Eric.
Yeah, we were actually going to fire you, Roger, but we knew today's top 10 was good. So
Hey, me and Eric are going to do dog sip. How about that?
Dog sick.
I can't wait to not watch that. It's gonna be awesome.
So can everybody else on Twitter, Andy.
All right. Back to will the Browns make a big move in free agency? That was a question. The statement, Russ, is the Browns will make a big move in the offseason.
I'm spitting on it.
Uh,
I don't think there's going to be this big move because a lot of our big contracts from the players we drafted are coming up. We're paying Nick Chubb. We're paying Joe Batonio. We're paying Wyatt Teller. We're paying
Watson's
Denzel
45.
Ward. All these contracts are finally kicking in. They're not on rookie deals anymore. So you're not going to see the sexy ass pick that's going to happen. I think the only way like a sexy transition a sexy transition. What does that even mean?
Not that kind of show.
But the only way we're going to have something that's a great transaction is going to be mid-season if we're like 7-0 and it's like, oh shit, this is the year and it's totally worth going all in. There's no way this front office goes all in the preseason. That's just not what we're doing.
All right. And Josh, I have to warn you. Eric has now said that we should bring you to his little fundraiser tailgate he's doing in May. So I would make sure you shut your Twitter down because you might
It's
be
always a blast.
Yeah, that'd be cool. My birthday is actually in May too, so we'll make it happen.
awesome.
Watch it.
If
Watch
you
a
fly
Guardians
into
game too.
Cleveland-
Guardians Town, you know.
Just either say you're going or else you're going to get about 18 million.
But yeah, we're all going to be there.
Hey,
Hey, man. We're just here for the good
Run
time.
up.
That's all we're here for, man.
All right. I think we sort of asked a variation of this question not that long ago, and I didn't think we were going to make a big move because I agree with Ross. We don't have a lot of assets, but I think that this group understands like it is put up or shut up time for Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry. They have to make this work next year. So I think look, I'm not saying they're going to make like the biggest move, be the talk of the NFL, but I think they'll make like a big move relative to what we did last year when we got the receiver from Dallas, something like that. They'll make something that'll get us excited. So I'm chugging on this one.
I'm going to have to sip on it.
Yeah. Dog sip.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because a big move would be getting somebody like Amari Cooper for a 5th round for this front office. And with
That's a
something like
steal.
that
That
comes
was a nice
by,
little steal for us.
they're gonna turn that in a second. They make smart moves, but I sip on it because what are you going to pay an edge rusher $18 to $20 million a year? You're going to get two, because he can contain the edge and rush the quarterback, or you get two of them for about $12 million because one can contain the edge and one can rush quarterback. Because that's the way Paul DePodesta builds a roster. So I'm sipping on it. I think they'll go out and be active, but I don't think there's going to be any big giant splash moves.
All right. And Eric just said that he thinks they're going to cut John Johnson III, and they're going to bring back Sendejo.
Why do you like him so much? Why does he like that guy so much? I don't understand.
That would be,
He's a fan favorite.
Yeah, he was fun for Minnesota. I'll tell you that.
I would love that they bring back Sendejo just for the fun of it. Let's do it. It would be a very
The last number 23 to win a playoff game in Cleveland.
there you go. How many more great Dawg Chug update jokes can we do if Sendejo is back on the Browns? Let's make it happen.
Oh,
Make it happen.
All right.
We need one scapegoat instead of like 10 of them.
Right.
So
Good old days.
Focus energy.
this next statement actually falls on Josh, and this is going to be great. I can't wait to
All
see
right,
what
let's see.
you do on this one. But obviously, the Cincinnati Bengals are back for the second year playing in the AFC Championship game. The Cincinnati Bengals season should give Browns fans hope.
Hope on what, man? What are you talking about here? Like,
The future of where the Browns are headed. Should we?
It should motivate us more. We can't let the Bengals win a Super Bowl before the Browns. It just can't happen. All these years of kicking the Bengals' asses has been fun. It's been relevant. It's the only thing we have to live off of. And now we have this Joe Burrow guy throwing some dimes. And honestly, the Bengals, they take out heads, they take out chests, and they take out legs. Those guys are fucking ruthless. And I fucking hate them. So, anything, it should motivate us more so we can kick their ass even more because fuck the Bengals, man.
Josh is on fire. I love him.
Passionate guy.
Man, dude.
Can we
Oh,
like?
Yes.
I know we don't really pay anyone to do the dog chug. We just do it. But how about we all like pitch in and we hire Josh to be on the dog chug every week? This is
I got $10.
will you do the dog chug?
today?
$10?
Hey
Okay.
man, I just love the Browns and that's why I like doing this. That's how I met Sherry. I put the Browns Twitter together just so I can have people I can talk to about the Browns.
Oh yeah.
I'm out here in LA. There's not much Browns fans in here, and I always get the weird eye all the time. So I appreciate just having people I can talk to, just be myself. And you guys understand what we go through. All that damn bullshit.
Love it. All right,
You
Rob.
made a wrong turn somewhere on Twitter, ending up with the crew that you're running with, man. With the coming on Dawg Chug. There's better crews out there, Browns fans. You probably should have went that route.
Roger.
Okay, we're gonna
man,
fire
dude.
him again.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Time to
Sorry,
mute.
dude, I just took your spot again now. Huh?
Jessica, come back on.
You know what I mean? I'm just, we have a whole offseason to talk. You know what I mean? We can talk about some random stuff. Honestly, we can do a little Bible talk. You know what I mean? I can bring some Bible talk to you guys and see how much stats.
Yeah, read us a Bible passage.
Yeah.
All
read
right.
the-
How about I got this one for you guys. I'm gonna take you guys back to 2002. This is where I became a real Browns fan. I watched that playoff game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, watching that snow game, and it was the greatest thing I ever seen as a 9-year-old kid. You know what I mean? Just watching it on TV, seeing the excitement from my pops. You know what I mean? On a little ass 13-inch screen TV. You know what I mean? And it was freaking amazing. All right, here's a quick question for all four of you guys. All you guys have to answer before I tell you guys an answer. So let's see. Who had more passing yards, Holcomb or Maddox that day?
Holcomb had like 400 something.
Yeah, I'm going Holcomb.
Shit, damn, you guys are fucking good. 429. Yep, you guys got it. Yeah, that was a good one. That was pretty fucking fast.
You only play like 2 playoff games in 25.
Yeah,
you tend to remember the details.
Oh, dude. Even the year with 2007 when we won like 10-6, and that was a great season too with Derek Anderson.
Oh, I remember that season very well.
Dude, that was a great season, and then it still didn't work out that way,
Oh yeah.
You give me hope. I got 13, an 8, and a 3. And and I keep promising the Browns are going to be good, and every year they're looking at me like, what the fuck? You give me hope that even if we continue to suck for 20 more years because Pops loves the Browns, my boys are going to love the Browns. I'm afraid they're going to walk in the door in a Steeler coat or something.
Oh, dude, I hope you don't, dude. To kick their ass.
I know.
Shove soap in their mouth, dude. That's what happened to me, dude, when I talk shit. Just shove soap in your mouth, dude.
Liquid or solid?
Oh, don't bring those stays up, Sherry. God damn it. It was solid, all right?
Fair enough.
All right, so do you have a Bible passage you're going to read us?
They just give up stats. It's not really
Wow.
a passage. It's just like all the stats of all the old games. You know what I mean?
No inspiration.
Do you have any?
No.
You have anything from the Old Testament?
Oh shit!
For Sherry. Numbers, maybe. I don't know.
I think what we need to write is chicken soup for the Browns fans' soul. You know, because
Dang.
we need like all the reassurance we can get.
honestly, it's just hard, but you know, my brother just had a little girl, and we bought her a bunch of Brown stuff. You know what I mean? I bought her a little intro
way
to
to do it.
Browns, how to be a
Cute.
Browns. We're born into this. That's
Uncle
how
of
it
the
works,
year.
right?
This poor baby Manch. Poor kid.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Hey, my brother's named Jacob after the Jake. You know what I mean? Like, come on, it's
Nice.
Wow.
You
Really?
know what I mean?
Yeah, it's awesome.
My dad named him the Jacob after the Jake. So we're just Cleveland all around. You know what I mean? So it's not leaving
Good
us.
thing you
and
didn't
our
have
family-
another kid later, or else you would have been progressive.
Or Rocket Mortgage.
Hey,
That's not gonna.
when my
I'll name my-
8-year-old was born,
That should
is
be a good
when
dog name.
was the Cy Young winner, and I wanted to make that his middle name, Kluber. And my wife went, and then now she regrets it that Jack's middle name isn't Kluber. Sure,
That's a
let me
good
do
one.
it.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Jack Kluber, his name. She wouldn't let me do it. Kluber's wife was on Twitter, and I told her that if he wins the Cy Young, I'm going to name my son Kluber. And he won the Cy Young, and then my wife shot me down. She's like, "Yeah, that ain't it. That ain't
That ain't gonna
happening."
happen.
I mean, come on,
It's a nice, strong name.
put it out there on Twitter. You have to like
Follow through. Yeah.
You should have
I
checked
know.
before you tweeted that.
There's no lying on Twitter.
You know what? We're definitely gonna consider firing you.
If it counts, Henry's name is Henry Rawlings after the baseball glove.
Oh, nice. Dang,
All
that's pretty good.
So I think we're on Ross. Should
Yeah.
the Cincinnati Bengals season give us hope? And I didn't mean that to make it sound like a
I'm gonna
question.
do this Roger style. I'm sipping. I mean, it gives us hope because he's a great quarterback, and we have a great quarterback now. So maybe that'll put us in a position to win more games and win playoff games. But the main reason for the sip is we're in the damn AFC, and that great quarterback Joe Burrow is in our damn division. So it doesn't give me hope because we have to play him twice a year. And then when you make the playoffs, you're gonna have to go through Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, and him every single year. So it's not like if we were in the NFC, I'd be chugging, no doubt. The NFC is a joke, but the AFC is going to be tough for quite a few years.
Okay. You're making sense, but I'm gonna vehemently disagree with you. The Bengals had a shitty owner. That coach there, he's no good. They have Joe Burrow. They have a quarterback. The Browns may have a quarterback. I don't know. I believe they do. I think it shows us there is a path to go from here to up here. I'm excited. Maybe, yeah, it's going to be tough, but I'm just excited to experience feeling like we have an elite team every week. That's all I'm looking for. I just want us to be in the conversation, and I think we're going to be in the conversation. I expect next season to not be watching a shitty team underperforming. So I'm chugging, Roger.
Cheers.
You know,
What you doing? Oh,
I'm spitting. I was at the game against the Bengals when who was the safety that handed Hugh Jackson a ball and Baker maybe, and I said, "Man, we're on our way. The Bengals will be in the fucking basement." And the Brown and it's been nothing but despair and desolation. And you know what though? Andy's right. Ross is right. We have a seat at the table now because we have a quarterback. So I'm taking the spit back and I'm chugging.
Okay, Roger,
First.
you're fired back. We just canceled your firing. That was amazing.
Homer Roger got superpowers.
Super duper.
We got a quarterback, and that's all you fucking need in the NFL. Everything else is on the table. We got a seat at the table now, man.
Roll that fucking dice. Let's see what happens. Huh? There you go.
All right, Jerry, we're a bunch of fools, but you are intelligent. What is the right answer? You're a scientist. You know things. Let's go.
You know
I don't need any other team to determine the level of hope I have for the Browns. So I don't know. Is that like a chug or a spit? Because I don't need.
You're like halfway in, halfway out.
I'm halfway.
What
Yeah,
do you
so
want?
can I just
What do
dribble?
you want, Sherry?
All right, Jerry, I'm never going to
Cool.
go to you again. I'm not asking you another question. That was a terrible answer. It's
It was a great answer.
antacids.
I give it a 7.
It was a good. Cautious optimism is the way to go about being a Brown.
Cautious optimisms for losers. It's getting out of hand. I apologize immediately to Sherry.
Sherry's too genuine. You can't corrupt her good soul.
Yeah, I chose to be a Browns fan. I wasn't born.
There you go.
Anything.
Here's the
Sherry,
answer.
tell him, Sherry. Tell him, Sherry.
You should spit, and then you should say, "I'm not spitting because I don't have hope. I'm spitting because the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have hope, and completely on my own. Holy cow, my trunk. This is great. All right, final statement for Spit Sip Chug. Josh, I apologize. I know you're a big Indians Guardians fan and a Browns fan. Are you a fan of the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Unfortunately, I'm not. I am not.
Well,
I am a diehard Laker fan. I went to all the parades in the 2000s with Kobe, so I'm a Kobe guy.
Kobe he was just different. He was so amazing.
Dude, the only jersey I have in my room in basketball was Kobe number 8. That was the only jersey I had. So when he passed, I went to the actual all the way down there to Staples Center. You know what I mean? I left the rows and everything like that. So it was a trip.
I got to give you respect. I was in the 80s a Laker fan with Magic because they used to playing against Bird and beating the Celtics and the wars that they had. So I was a Lakers fan back in the 80s.
Okay, if I'm an honest answer, like I do love the Cavaliers when LeBron was there, but as soon as you left twice, you fucking lost me. I don't even like him as a Laker. You know what I mean? I swear, I really don't. Like, cause you left us twice already. Like, as soon as
he's a hard guy to really love.
Man. Yeah, man. He broke me. You know what I mean? That's why I just can't be a Cavs fan. Like, I like that purple and gold. I really do.
All right, fair enough. Well, this is a question of statement. Geez, about the Cavs. So it'll be interesting to get your outside perspective.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I'm going to start with me. And JB Bickerstaff is the right guy long term for the Cavs because there have been a lot of people saying that he should be fired. Listen, I know the Cavs have been underperforming the last couple of weeks or whatever, but it's fucking January. I don't give a shit about how they play in January because every team makes the playoff, and I think all the criticism against him is a little overdrawn. So I'm a believer in JB. I think he has developed the talent pretty well on this team, and I think he is the guy going forward. So I'm chugging. I'm a homer, but I'm chugging. Roger?
I'm going to join you. I'm going to chug on it. I think they're building something there. And like you said, it's January, man. It's January. Settle down. Everybody just calm down, relax. I think that they buy into what JB's teaching. You know what? I'm going to be like with the Browns fans with get Stefanski to give up the play calling. Maybe JB needs to bring in some tacticians to help him, because it seems like he gets a little wrapped up in the game and he loses track of, getting these guys in position in some areas. But I think they buy into what JB's doing. I love JB, and I'm with Andy on it.
All right, Cherry.
I don't know anything about basketball.
Sherry,
He's chugging
come
on.
on, Sherry. Even I know about the Cavs. Come on.
I know they're a team. I saw them play one time in real life.
They shot the ball in the hoop.
Yeah. There was this phenom there. His name was LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron James.
All right. So you're sipping.
Okay.
I think, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, if she doesn't know anything, she's probably neutral. Sip.
Neutral. Roger.
Josh.
How you doing? I am sipping.
See, Sherry.
From what I've seen from the Cavs, honestly, it's a chemistry really because they don't know what Donovan Mitchell is. It's either the guy that takes over the game and scores all these points, or is he a game player? Because last season the Cavs had all this chemistry, and it was amazing to see. You know what I mean? Coming from one of the last place teams to one of the top 4 guys, and now they have one of the superstars in Mitchell, which is it's either he takes over the game or he plays a role play and distributes the ball. So I think they're just like you said, it takes time. It's January, and we're about to see what Bob finds out.
Yeah, sounds good. Ross, you're the.
I'm gonna join Andy and Roger in the chug.
All right.
Yes.
My thing is, I think
Let them know,
a
Ross.
lot
Let
of
them
times
know.
you hear about player coaches and you don't really believe it. But I think JB is the guy that, like, this team is a very unselfish team. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell takes over sometimes when he has to, but like Darius Garland doesn't give a shit if he scores 20+ points. He'll throw assists out. Evan Mobley, he can score 25 points a game, but he's doing 12 points a game and doesn't care. Like, this whole team is completely
At least a
unselfish,
double-double.
and no one bitches about their stats at all. I think maybe you have a little bit of that with Mitchell because of what he's getting paid and the fact that he could be like a first-team All-NBA guy, but like this team gets along and it feels genuine when you hear about them talk. And I don't think that's something other coaches bring to the table. And if you got to deal with X's and O's, how many fucking coaches are on the bench with him? There's like 5 other coaches doing the smart shit for him. If he's dealing with the chemistry, get your other smart guys drawing up the plays for inbounds. Have we lost a few games because of some weird decisions with like use of timeouts and stuff? Yeah. But like, if we have this record next year where we're at now, which is why people are kind of bitching with this great team, then we can complain. But I think what we got right now is really solid. I mean, we exceeded expectations last year. We didn't hit a bunch of speed bumps adding Mitchell this year, really. It's just been the last like couple weeks. No, I believe in this team. I think JB's, I guess, players coach mentality is legit. That's what I can tell.
Right.
Right.
Fucking
I
love.
love it, Ross. Great job, man.
We are such homers on the Dawg Chug.
I'm tired of firing people in Cleveland, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
People want to fire Tito last year in June. Get the fuck out of here.
Matty G Hot Takes wanted to fire Tito in June, and he
It wasn't just. It was all over Twitter, man. People want to fire. Even he stepped that back and realized, but it's ridiculous, man. We're always wanting to fire somebody.
Yeah, it's like if you say something controversial on Twitter, you get attention. So I feel like you had a bad team. Fire the coach, and it's so stupid. Whatever. All right. Well, that was a fantastic edition of Spit Sip Chug. I think that was the longest we've ever had it.
I think so, man. That was like a half hour.
No, that's good.
Oh, no. Look, the Dawg Chug is about just nothing. Like, let's just not focus on whatever. Okay, I'm so drunk.
I haven't noticed.
I can't even talk. Let's just.
I'm drinking the voodoo
goes,
soup right now, so let's kick it in. All this sipping.
Wherever it goes, it goes. Like, we don't give a fuck. Like, we just want to have fun, and hopefully the 4 people watching have fun too.
Yay!
All right, we're gonna have a final little bit here, which is gonna be fun. And I actually had designed this as we're gonna make a 4. We're gonna make a 4-bet parlay on the 2 games playing on Sunday.
Ooh.
But since Sherry's here, I think we're gonna try and make this a 5-bet parlay, which is what we do. I'm gonna put $20 on 5 NFL bets, and if it hits, we're gonna distribute the money evenly, whatever we pay. So one of us is gonna have to. We're gonna do the over/unders, and I guess you know what? Fuck that. Let's just whatever you want to do. I'll record
That's
it.
the way it works, right? Fuck it.
Yeah. So if you want to do like a, this receiver or this quarterback, we'll have over. Let's try and keep it simple to like over/unders. So either take
parlays.
Yeah, either take like the over/under of the games, the points scored, or which team will cover, or you could do like Joe Burrow will have under his whatever his yard is at. I'll put the bet in probably Sunday morning when they come out, because usually those bets come out a little bit later. Oh my god, sorry, I'm so drunk. So yeah.
Hey,
I'm with you, Andy.
So I might save you some more money. You know what I mean?
I've had 5 Edmund. I've had 5 Edmund since
Okay, Jessica's saying I should not say fun. It's gonna be hard because fun. Damn it. Okay. All right. Usually we start with the guests. So, Josh, what do you feel for this weekend? What's going to happen?
So unfortunately with Mahomes' ankle, if it's not 100%, I feel like the way that Bengals defense is, I feel like they're going to shut down the Chiefs really, and they're going to be in the AFC, representing the AFC, of course. NFC, that's going to be a crazy game. After we saw with just the 49ers going through Dallas and how close that game was, and now they're facing Philly. If Philly is as dominant as they are, they're going to dominate 49ers just because the 49ers didn't really score. They were just kicking field goals, because all they can do is do check downs, and hopefully it's either Debo or McCaffrey to get their yardage, really, So it's either they change the game plan, but I'm choosing Eagles and Bengals, if anything. I really think that's going to happen.
Okay, so you're mentioning the Eagles and the Bengals, right?
Yeah.
What you got to pick one thing that you think is going to happen.
Like,
what's your strongest take?
I would say Joe Burrow throws over 250 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Okay, so we'll just put you as Burrow will have over whatever his yard.
All right, I got you.
Okay, Sherry. Now it's up to you.
Okay. I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to go with the Chiefs over the Bengals. And for that one, I'm going to say Travis Kelce is going to have a touchdown. And I'm going to, unfortunately, go behind the Eagles.
Well, just one thing.
Oh, just one? Okay. Good. Then I'm done.
We're
Right?
all
Travis Kelce touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
one thing. We're going to
My
parlay
bad.
5 different things that'll happen
Okay.
Sunday. So you're saying Kelce will have a touchdown.
Yes.
I think that'll probably be a bet if it's otherwise I'll do like Kelce over receptions or yards. What would be
Over 10. Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
just him alone?
I know FanDuel will do anytime touchdown, but
okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right. I'll do it on FanDuel, so we're good. Roger.
I want the under on the San Francisco-Philadelphia game. What's the over-under, Andy?
It is. Let's find out here. It's at
46 and a half.
I'm going to take the under on that game.
Under.
4.5 for the 49ers?
Oh, that
Oh, for the points that are scored in the game. The Eagles and the 49ers will come
no.
out.
Give me the. I'm going to take the over if it's 46 and a half. I'm sorry. I saw earlier.
What?
Yeah.
It might be a
What's
low-scoring
that? Wait,
game,
wait,
really,
wait.
You know what I mean? A bunch of field goals.
All right. Okay, we're going over.
We'll go over.
All right. If anyone's watching this, they should probably bet the opposite of what we're going to be doing here. We'll
Probably.
Ross.
I'll go with Jalen Hurts under 46 and a half yards rushing. That's the FanDuel like over under. I think it's going under with this 49ers defense.
Okay, so you're going Hurts.
Under for rushing yards, whatever you're using.
All right. And I'm going to make it simple. I'm just going to say the Eagles are going to cover. Right now, they're 2.5.
Oh, I thought you said only over unders.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I was going to do that pick if that was the case, the one you just said.
All right, I'll give you the Eagles.
No, it's good. I'll just stick with my rushing one. Then we got your 5th one. We're good.
Eagles cover. There we go. We got a 5-game parlay.
We got to win this one.
I'm going to divvy it up between the 5 of us. By the way, we've never won.
No. Twice we came within one. Twice.
Somebody had to
One
pick
wrong.
Tampa.
Yeah, one time we actually had a Bengals fan, Josh,
No, shit.
convince Sherry to not pick the game she wanted to pick.
Right.
Convinced her to pick something else, and then that was the only one we missed, and it would have been, I think, we would have won half of $1,700.
Right. Hey, Josh, so if like the under hits on the Eagle 49ers, we're going to blame you because you changed my mind.
Oh, man.
At least he cheers for the
You don't know what's
team.
going to happen. You know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know. It's either the Eagles are going to dominate or it's going to be a shootout with field goals.
Well, let's go. We got five picks. Does anyone want to change their pick?
I'm good.
Do you have any advice about changing picks?
Yeah, tell us now. Joe
God,
Burrow,
I'm
250
worried.
yards. That's
You're
all I
like,
want.
I'm taking the under on this game. You know what? No, I'm going to take the over.
Hey, that Bengals
What?
Chiefs line moved a lot the last 3 days. It's kind of fishy.
It is. It's fishy, man. I saw it earlier. It was
It's
higher than
it
in the
was plus
50s,
+2.5
man.
Bengals like 3 days ago. Now it's -1 Bengals
Whoa.
because of the Pat Mahomes injury, I'm sure.
We're gonna stick with the over. I'm taking the over on it.
They don't
My
want to
guy
do
at
anything,
USA
that's why.
Today told me to take the over.
Fair enough. Well, this has been one of my favorite episodes of the Dog Chug we've had in a long time. I wasn't on last week's with Sherry and Jessica, so that wouldn't count, obviously. But I am about to puke, and I'm about to piss myself. So,
Okay. Great way to sign off.
yeah. So, how will you?
What? Cheers, brother.
How
Cheers,
can you
brother. Here we
inspire,
go.
Browns fans right now? Like, what do you have to say to the Browns fans that are bitching about the Browns and whining? How can you give them hope?
To the dog pound out there, you just gotta look to your family, look to the dog pound next to you, and just we're always gonna be there next season. And the only way we can win is if you guys be louder, and more prouder as fuck. So keep it going, guys. You know what I mean? Dog pound. Here we go.
Hell yeah! Let's
Right
drink
on.
that.
Go Browns.
Browns.
Go Browns.
Go Browns, baby.